Scene script. Who would triumph in a clash between Brock, the superhuman, and Hank Hill, the propane guru? Today we delve into this peculiar face-off. Picture this. On one side of the ring we have Brock. This isn't your average guy. He's a superhuman with powers that would make even the most seasoned of superheroes green with envy. His super speed and strength are remarkable, but they're just the tip of the iceberg. Brock holds the power to create or destroy any matter in the universe. Imagine the possibilities, but every superhero has his source of power, right? Well, Brock's might surprise you. He draws this incredible strength from, wait for it, milk and Doritos. Yes, you heard it right. The creamy goodness of milk and the crunchy delight of Doritos fuel Brock's extraordinary abilities. And when he activates his Brock buff, his luck shoots up by a staggering 1,000,000%. Now let's shift our gaze to the other side of the ring, where Hank Hill stands ready for battle. No, Hank isn't a superhuman, but underestimate him at your peril. Hank is a master of propane, creating weapons and flamethrowers as effortlessly as you and I would make a cup of tea. But that's not all. Hank's rage is something to behold. His anger is so unfathomable that it's known to level entire cities. Yes, cities. And what's the source of this explosive anger? Inferior gases. Hank draws his power from propane, and his rage against lesser gases fuels his formidable abilities. So there you have it. Two unlikely rivals, each with their own distinct strengths. Brock, the superhuman with a taste for milk and Doritos, and Hank Hill, the propane master with a rage that could flatten cities. But how would they fare in a direct confrontation? Let us delve deeper into this intriguing face-off in the next scene. In a contest of such magnitude, our contenders might not fight alone. Let's explore their potential allies. Brock, the champion of creation and destruction, might choose an ally as formidable as himself. And who better than Logan, the only living being to ever vanquish Brock's father in single combat? Logan, like Brock, is no stranger to the extraordinary. His victory over Brock's father stands as a testament to his prowess. Can you imagine the power they'd wield together? The super strength and speed of Brock, combined with the battle-hardened skill of Logan, would make them an almost invincible duo. Their adversaries would have to bring more than just their A-game to stand a chance. On the other side, we have Hank Hill, the propane-fueled man of rage, and his potential ally, Dale Gribble. Now, Dale is no ordinary man. He's a weapons expert and a remorseless exterminator, able to eliminate any living creature without batting an eye. His expertise with weapons, coupled with Hank's explosive proficiency and limitless anger, could potentially create an explosive force to be reckoned with. They say anger fuels strength, and Hank has plenty of that. And with Dale's unflinching readiness to pull the trigger, they could certainly give Brock and Logan a run for their money. But here's the question. Will these tag teams make a difference? The combination of Brock's superpowers and Logan's battle experience is a formidable one, no doubt, but Hank and Dale's explosive expertise and ruthless extermination skills cannot be underestimated either. In a battle of such epic proportions, every ally, every weapon, every strategy counts. The stakes have certainly risen with these alliances. The scales of this epic battle are teetering. Will the tag teams tip them one way or the other? Or will the individual strengths of our contenders ultimately decide the outcome? The stakes rise with these alliances, but will they tip the scales in this epic battle? Imagine then this cataclysmic encounter. What could potentially transpire? Our stage is set in a world where the normal rules of physics are but a mere suggestion. In one corner, the unstoppable Brock, imbued with superhuman speed and strength, able to manipulate the very fabric of existence. His power source, the humble milk and Doritos, his beloved companions. In the other corner, Hank Hill, the explosive maestro, powered by the righteous rage of propane and a deep-seated disdain for inferior gases. The air crackles with anticipation. As the battle commences, Brock makes the first move, his speed blurring the lines of reality. He races towards Hank, but the propane master is not taken aback. With a swift motion, he unveils a flamethrower, a beastly creation of propane and ingenuity. A stream of fire erupts towards Brock, but with his super speed, he's already elsewhere. Brock retaliates, his strength sending shockwaves through the air. He manipulates matter, creating a wall of Doritos sharp, seasoned, and deadly. Hank, though, is no stranger to adversity. He uses his propane weaponry to blast a hole through the wall, the explosion creating a symphony of fire and corn chips. Just when the battle seems to be a dance between two, enter the tag teams. Logan, the only living being to ever defeat Brock's father, steps into the fray. His every move is a calculated strategy, his eyes always on the prize. On the other side, Dale Gribble, the unfeeling exterminator, joins Hank, his hands itching to bring down any creature that stands in their way. The battle escalates, the arena becoming a whirlwind of super strength, speed, explosions, and the relentless onslaught of Dale's extermination expertise. Logan, with his tactical prowess, keeps Dale at bay, his movements a blur against Dale's relentless assault. Meanwhile, Hank and Brock are locked in a titanic clash. Hank's propane weapons whir and roar, sending balls of fire and shockwaves in every direction. Brock, however, is not deterred. He uses his Brock buff, increasing his luck by 1,000,000%. Suddenly, every move Hank makes, every propane blast he sends Brock's way, misses its mark. Brock, fueled by milk and Doritos, seems invincible. The chaos is unimaginable, the world around them bending and breaking under the sheer force of their powers. Cities crumble, mountains shatter, and the sky tears apart. Yet through it all, Hank's anger remains unfathomable. He continues to fight, his rage against Brock and his inferior snack choice fueling his relentless attacks. But Brock, with his super speed and strength and his uncanny ability to manipulate matter, proves to be a formidable adversary. He weaves through the chaos, his movements a ballet of power and precision. He matches Hank's rage with his own determination, his love for milk and Doritos fueling his resolve. And then, in a climactic moment, Brock uses his strength to send a shockwave towards Hank. Hank, in response, unleashes a propane blast of epic proportions. The two forces collide, creating an explosion that shakes the universe to its core. A battle that could shake the universe, but who emerges victorious? In this cosmic clash, only one can be the victor. Who emerges triumphant? Let's unravel the threads of this hypothetical battle. We're faced with two formidable forces. Brock, the milk-loving, Dorito-fueled powerhouse, and Hank Hill, the propane-propelled explosive expert. When it comes to sheer strength and speed, Brock clearly takes the lead. His abilities to create or destroy matter are, quite literally, universe-altering. Add to that his Brock buff, which increases his luck by 1,000,000%, and you have a virtually unstoppable force. However, Hank Hill is not a foe to be underestimated. His expertise with creating propane weapons and flamethrowers, coupled with his unfathomable rage against inferior gases, make him a fiery adversary. His choice of ally, Dale Gribble, a ruthless weapons and extermination expert, only adds fuel to his fiery prowess. Brock's potential tag team partner, Logan, is the only living being to have defeated Brock's dad in single combat. This, in itself, speaks volumes about his capabilities. But would the tag team make a difference? Considering the strengths and weaknesses of both characters and their allies, it appears that Brock's superhuman abilities give him a considerable edge. His power, derived from consuming milk and Doritos, along with his ability to manipulate matter, make him an adversary that Hank Hill and Dale Gribble would struggle to overcome. Despite their explosive capabilities, they are, after all, only human. In this hypothetical battle, Brock's superpowers, coupled with Logan's fighting prowess, would likely overpower Hank Hill's propane-propelled rage and Dale Gribble's extermination skills. The sheer scale of Brock's powers could potentially even neutralize the propane and weapons at Hank and Dale's disposal. In the end, Brock stands tall, victorious over Hank Hill, but remember, this is just one of many possible outcomes in a universe of infinite possibilities.